Welcome back to the Fraud Street Fandom Podcast. On this episode, we got some playoffs, baby. Whether it's the Sixers or Flyers, they both made it. I'll cover both of their early matchups. Cover a team that at this point doesn't look like they're even going to sniff the playoffs. And then, Eagles preparing for the draft. So let's just jump right into it. What do we say? Let's go Flyers.
Yeah, we're a Flyers pod now.
On. Flyers pod, baby. We're actually able to watch them now. This is exciting news. I think I learned about 3 new players on the team. How about you guys? Yeah, over the weekend.
Bleeding black and orange, you know?
Oh yeah, black and orange, baby. Now, I mean, going into the playoff series, whether it was basketball or hockey, the hockey one, it's like they kind of lucked their way in. At one point, I think one of their rallying cries was 3.8%.
Yeah.
And they have T-shirts made of that with Bernie's helmet, which I thought was cool as shit. But 3.8% to make the playoffs. A lot of that was contributed to the Islanders just falling on their face and missing out. But they end up hanging on, taking the 3rd seed in the Metro, which is great. And then they match up against the Pens. We have a lot of history with the Penguins over, let's just say, the 2000s. I think I saw a stat yesterday on one of the playoff games that Couturier's played 8 out of 10 games in the playoffs against the Pens. And it's just kind of crazy. One, it shows you how often we make the playoffs.
Yeah.
And 2, it just, especially when he's been on the team, like who we're normally facing against. I think the last time we made the playoffs was COVID year 2020, and we faced up against the Pens and ended up getting knocked out. So, they were able to hang on. Big game leading up to it. They had Carolina. Who rested some of their starters, but they needed the points there. So if they were able to come away with the win, they actually took it to a shootout. So if they were able to come up with a win, they were locked in. They didn't have to worry about the next day, which is always great. You don't want to have to. I mean, the good thing was they got a point out of it at least.
Yeah.
But punching your ticket right there and not having to worry about the next day is great. So they were able to lock up the playoff spot there. It was just a matter of seeding. I think they were pretty much locked into their seed too at that point. But so we open up against the Sens in Pittsburgh, obviously. Game 1. Didn't know what I would expect out of this. You got a team that's very young. You have a team that is kind of on the older side, but they have a lot of star power with the Pens. Crosby, Malkin, Carlson, a lot of the names that you've seen, in the past, they're still there playing. Whether they're playing at their peak or their prime anymore is, that's to be seen. But it's still Crosby.
He's still a bitch.
He is. He's still.
I can hate watching him play.
But on the Flyers side, it's like, what are you going to get out of them either? It's a young team, very young team. They have a couple like veterans sprinkled in here or there, with Couturier and Konechny's kind of getting up there in years too. But what are you going to get out of Vladar as, for the most part, a career backup? And you bring him in from I think it was Calgary. I heard that he was a backup there, and, give him a shot. And he's excelled this year. He made the Olympic team for one of those countries over near Russia. No, it was like Slovenia or something like that, I think. But so he makes the Olympic team. He got hurt early on in the year. But you don't know what you're going to get out of him. So you're going in here. I eerily felt confident kind of going into the series I think it was more of they're playing good hockey at the right time.
Yeah, they've been
hot. When it comes to hockey and some of the other sports, if you're playing well at the right time, you can usually make some noise in the playoffs. We kind of saw this a little bit with the Phillies in 2022 when they went on their little run there of, it's you take on the Braves, you knock them out, and it's just you kind of ride that high all the way to the World Series, and they're a game or two away from winning the World Series.
Yep.
So we'll see what this ends up happening. Series. I was like I said, a little confident getting into it. So, but
also desperation for something good. It's like, geez, we need something right now.
I mean, you look at the baseball team, like they've continually just
disappointed.
They've made playoffs, but yes, you go from the NLCS down to the NLDS, World Series, NLCS, NLDS, and then first round exit. This last year was the first round exit. You went up against the Dodgers, so okay, we give them a little bit of reprieve just because of that. But still, you're not prolonging these playoff runs at all.
Yeah.
And then as far as like the Eagles, same kind of thing. They got knocked out in the first round as well, and they looked pitiful even leading up to that part.
Yeah.
or to that point, and we kind of saw the writing on the wall of, okay, maybe you beat San Fran, but what's going to happen the week after, you know?
And that was because San Fran was banged up.
Mhm.
They weren't full strength going into them.
Yeah, no, 1,000%. And, you know, the fact that that banged up San Fran team basically, I wouldn't say dominated you, but they came away with a win because you just couldn't do what you needed to do at
Yeah.
the end of the game to, you know, win at home, by the way.
Yep.
So yeah, it's like I think there's a level of excitement with this Flyers team of one, the youth, and also just I've said it before, playoff hockey is probably one of the best sports to
Oh,
watch.
it's the best. Yeah.
And especially follow. It's like one, like if you're just a hockey fan, like you can just turn on these games and just the level of intensity and just it's a blast to
Yeah,
watch.
even if you
So
don't either your team, you're just like, holy shit, this.
yeah, and it's like you're on the edge of your seat and you're like, I have no rooting interest in this. But yeah, so leading into game one, obviously it's in Pittsburgh. Um, you know, Drysdale, it's pretty much kind of what you would expect. Not a lot going on in the first period. The Pens actually had a pretty good offense. I mean, I think they averaged 3 goals a game. Power play was good. It was ranked pretty high. Um, on the other opposite side, the Flyers penalty kill was terrible. I think it was
Yeah.
one at one point the worst in the league. And then their actual, you know, penalty on the scoring side, it's like they're not good either. So it's like all around, you would expect that the Penguins are going to be able to score some goals and
Yeah.
you know, get on the board. But you know, first period, there's no production really. Drysdale gets the first goal, gets us on the board with a nice little wrister in the second period, right 5 hole. So always love to see that when
Yeah.
you know Skinner's not even able to see it. So about 6 minutes later, Malkin just being Malkin ties it up. So 1-1 going into the third, about halfway through, Sanheim, another name that I've remembered from the past of
Yeah.
it's been around for a little while, but he made a great play, like getting into the zone, getting around the defender and kind of going right to left, getting the goalie going left and then shooting back to the right, you know, right past his you know, his glove and great shot. Way to get him on the board there, get him ahead. So they're up 2-1 at that point. And then the rookie comes up. So he's only played about 10 games with his team
Yeah.
after coming up from Michigan State, but comes up clutch. Basically takes the puck into the zone, kind of twirls around a little bit, gets some space, and then just wrister,
Yeah.
top shelf, right by Skinner. So at that
Gets
point, it's
dirty.
3-1. Oh, yeah. I mean, he's showing that it's like the moment's not too big for him, which I love to see.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
How can you imagine just being
Fresh out of college.
right out of yeah, your season just ended there, and now you're in the playoffs with the
Six
Flyers.
six pick overall. You go to college, and it's like you're playing a lot of, you know, I mean, I was looking at his stats, and he had 50 points in, you know, 30
I mean, he's
something
going
games
against
or
Crosby
whatever.
and Malkin on the other side. He's
Yeah.
obviously watched them forever, and he's just like, "Holy shit, they're
Mhm.
going against me in the playoffs." Like,
Yeah.
But I love the fact that this team doesn't let that get to him. Like, I don't know, you know, Tocchet might have some, you know, say in it of, like, trying to make sure that they're level-headed and, you know, they're playing just every other shift, like, just focus on the next shift.
But
But
I think that goes to like the fact that they weren't favorites, right? Like
mm-mm,
you look at the Phillies, you look at the Eagles, even sometimes the Sixers, right? Like they're the top seeds. Like the Flyers are like clawing their way into the playoffs. And it's like, look, like we can't get complacent because we have to like actually earn this, right? Like we need to go in and win tonight and get
got nothing
points
to
to
lose
be able
type
to
thing.
get in. And that's what's working for them as opposed to when you look at like the Phillies or Eagles, they were the top seeds.
well, look in 2022 when the Phillies won on their
They're
run,
wild
like,
card, yeah.
it wasn't expected.
Yeah.
It was kinda like, "Oh, this is cool. They finally made it in the playoffs.
Or
Let's
the
see what they
Eagles
can
with
do."
the 2017,
2017,
yeah, the
exactly, where it's
underdogs
like
stuff, yeah.
underdogs. It's like
Well, we were
that's the
still the one
yeah, but it's
seed
like
at the
you
beginning.
had Wentz that
So,
went out late in the season. You
yeah.
had Nick Foles
They
who
had us they had us minus against the Falcons at home, so we were like, "Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool,
yep.
yeah,
But
alright, yeah."
But for whatever reason, like Philly loves to have that underdog mindset that
they have to.
they
Yeah.
love to fall back on of yeah, it's like no one everybody's counting us out.
Yeah.
So
No one likes us, we don't care.
yeah, exactly. So they were able to hang on, you know, 3-2 win. Rust got a late goal on, you know, just pulling the goalie, and it was kind of a fluky one. I think it was Drysdale that blocked it, kind of went off his glove and just right at Rust's lap, and he just
Yeah.
knocked it past Vladar. But other than that, you know, taking game one was huge. It's like you flip, you know, home field advantage or home ice advantage,
Yeah.
and you're able to it's like build on from there. It's like who knows what's going to happen next. So um, yeah, it leads us into game two, which was last night. So I was At the bowling alley, Brock was there too, watching it on my phone. They didn't have it on TV, which was a little ridiculous, but whatever. So from what I saw, Pittsburgh dominated the majority of that game in the offensive zone.
So there was a lot of, I don't know, I just following Twitter. Batman was there last night,
Oh yeah.
and the refs were calling some bullshit.
The first period, they
Like,
had a lot of penalties.
It was rough.
Yeah.
Like there was, I think in the middle of the second period, the Pens already had 5 power plays,
Mhm.
and the Flyers, I don't think, had 1. Like
And they weren't even. And the crazy thing about that too is like the penalties that they had in the first period, plus just dominating that entire period in their zone. They only had 2 shots on goal
yeah,
in the whole first period.
yeah, it was
So
incredible to see them kill the penalties.
no, exactly. And
But
then, on top of that, outshoot them on goal,
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's Pittsburgh just trying to find like that little area behind Vladar, like they're trying to go like upper 90, I guess you would say in the soccer term. And it's like
Top shelf.
you're missing the goal altogether. But
Yeah.
it's like we look at it just later in this game. Sometimes if you just put the puck on net, put it in
Things
front of the
happen.
goalie, things
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
So it like a lot of it was just like aired shots that don't even have a shot. So it's like maybe
Yeah.
take it back a little bit and maybe put one right into. So, but I mean, kudos to Vladar because of the 2 games, and it's certainly in game 2, he's played
Standing on his head.
standing on his head, as I like to say.
He's
So
incredible right now. And knock on wood, we'll see how long it lasts.
still early.
but
Season's
he's
still
been-
early.
He's been hot. So
Yeah. So regardless of the penalty kills and everything, we get out of that first period, and you know that I've seen this a lot with hockey. It's like especially for the home team, you get out of that first 10 minutes because you got the crowd behind you, everybody's fucking amped up. Like you're going to be playing on your heels at that point. And
Yeah.
to withstand the refs and the penalties that they were calling and go into the second period tied 0-0 is pretty impressive at that point.
yeah,
And then once again in the second period, so both of the games so far, there hasn't been much offense as far as goals scored at all in the first period. But second period, Martone starts us off with another just what we just said. Put the puck on net, see
Yeah.
good things can happen. He does a nice little backhand, cleans it up and puts us on the board 1-0. So again, the kid just coming up clutch when needed. One of the plays that I thought was beautiful, a little later in the period, Owen Tippett on a penalty kill.
yeah,
Just
shorthanded.
1,000% effort.
Yeah.
Just pure effort. Coming from, your defensive zone, you're going all the way in, you're chasing the puck in behind the goalie. Goalie plays it up to, the Pens along the boards. He beats them to the puck, plays it to himself, beats a couple of the guys. They run into each other. Basically, again, short-handed.
Yep.
Fakes like he's going to shoot it, just dishes it over to, who was it? Hathaway.
Yeah,
wide open. Yeah, wide open net, 2-0. Beautiful.
Yep.
And 1,000% that was just effort.
Yeah.
Of wanting it more. So yeah, it's like once he did that, I was like, let's fucking go. And then just leading into later in the game, we'll get to that. But I found a new guy I fucking love.
Yeah.
So pumped for that kid. So yeah, going up 2-0. Going into the third period, it seemed like Pittsburgh's coach kind of reamed them out a little bit because they came out in third period on fire again.
Yeah.
And it was just like Vladar was on a barrage of just shots. And it was like from every point. And again, a lot of them were just missing net completely. But, when it did and he had to make a big save, like he was there. So again, hats off, Vladar.
Yeah, he fucking crushed it. The one save, I don't know if you were able to see it or not, but it was like a pass in, it was a deflection from the Pen, and he just glove saved it. I was like, that was such an incredible save that they didn't really seem to give him too much credit. I was like, that's a fucking awesome ass
He was
save.
just like,
just gloved it, and I was like, attaboy, he's doing his damn job back there.
Yeah, and it's like you go back to the excitement that I was talking to earlier of leading into the series, and like they have nothing to lose. It's like they have that underdog mindset, and don't let the damn goalie get hot either. Like if you could ride a goalie like that for a while, like you never know what you're going to be able to do. So
I did see a stat that I think he was 3rd or 4th in the league this year in save percentage.
Mhm.
Who knows what that means as far as they may have given up a lot more shots than other goalies, but I was kind of surprised by that because again, like, we're now a Flyers pod.
yeah, oh yeah,
yeah,
fully sponsored now.
yeah.
we weren't necessarily the biggest Flyers pod all season.
No, we're gonna have to start bringing out our Canadian accents and say, "Hey,
it's boot time."
And
So we gotta learn player names.
Like, no, I forgot. The U.S. owns hockey now, right?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. So we could talk with
since
our normal.
We've owned hockey
now.
Yeah.
So this is an American sport.
Yeah, but yes, I mean, it's just like it's awesome to watch. Again, kind of like the youth that they have. This Carter Martoon kid, he's got the 2 game-winning goals.
Porter Martoon.
Yeah, whatever.
You'll get it.
We'll figure it out.
Still working on it.
We'll have the names right by Stanley Cup. We'll get
it. Yeah. He's awesome to watch. Like, it's cool to see like a young kid come up and then show out.
Yeah, what's he, 19 years old, right?
Yeah, 19.
Right? Yeah.
Show out against like the Penguins, right? Like they're the team that had Crosby as a young kid, Malkin as a probably middle-aged Russian that came over to the league.
Probably lied about his age.
Yeah, for sure. So like it is really exciting to see. And we're ride or die on here on out.
Yeah. So, they're able to hang on to a 3-0 win. They added another once they pulled the goalie, just empty net. But no, you take 2 games in Pittsburgh from them, and now you're coming back to Philly, which is going to be raucous. It's already sold out.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, these guys haven't seen hockey. They haven't seen hockey since 2012 or the last time, because COVID, nobody was in the freaking stands.
Yeah.
The last time the Flyers were in the playoffs. So now you're going to add a rowdy ass, Xfinity Mobile Arena.
You get Gritty in the playoffs.
Oh, Gritty.
Yeah.
Oh God.
What, Orange April? Are we going to tag that now?
Yeah, was it Red October, Orange April?
Orange April. No, it'll be awesome to see. I know that the diehard Flyer fans are like amped up, especially the Pens.
Mm-hmm.
Like that brings like their regular season games. The Flyer fans are like amped up for that. So
yeah. So I certainly don't want to look ahead, but we got 2 more.
Yeah,
2 more. And then we can look and see who else we line up against. I think it's probably going to be Carolina, unless is it Ottawa that they're playing?
Yeah, and they're already 2-0 on them.
Yeah. So it'll probably be Carolina, which is a really good fucking team. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We still got 2 more to go against the Pens. So
yeah, definitely don't count them out. One thing that I fucking like getting back into hockey, watching the fucking cheap shots that the Pens are doing.
Did you see the Skinner thing where he like trips Martin?
Yeah, but it's like not even that one. Okay, whatever. He's a veteran goalie versus a rookie Flyer.
It's like welcome to the league.
But it's like the bullshit at the end of the game 2, to where the Pens are just like they're cross checking, they're punching.
That's exactly what
the one dude turned hit his back into the
and
dude.
it's like what the fuck? Yeah. Come on, guys! Yeah. Like if you're this class of the NHL that you everyone talks about the Pittsburgh Penguins
bleeding, like,
they're fucking cocksuckers. Dude.
And then there's like less than a minute left, and it's like you're in the offensive zone, you're gonna board the dude. Like
exactly.
Yeah. It just goes to show, like I said before, like Tippett, like
I do understand frustration though, probably build up a little bit because they're down 2-0 at home. Like I get some, but I mean it's always been us with them. It's always been frustration.
And you've noticed Crosby's on the bench the entire time.
But even in game 1 though, like he was doing his dumb shit at the end of game 1, and it's like
Sanheim was getting right back to him, and
but you're gonna cross check me, I'm gonna step right back into it. Like,
and then he slashed him. So
so it's just ridiculous. But like, fuck the Pens, fuck Sidney Crosby.
Yeah,
fuck
I think Crosby's only had like 6 shots on goal the whole time so far, and like only in like 30 minutes of on ice time.
Yep. Like I said, let's shut him out. Let's go. Don't even give him any room to breathe. So, but let's go Flyers. So moving on to a team that I have hardly any hope. I think they got a tough match. They got a tough draw.
Yeah.
So the Sixers, they had the playing game against the Magic right before, about a week or so ago. So they ended up beating the Magic, and their reward was they get the Celtics.
Yeah.
A healthy Celtics with Jason Tatum back, and just even without Jason Tatum, I think they're just that much better of a team.
They don't fucking miss shots,
especially
the white boys they have on the bench that just come out here and shoot threes. It's incredible. Like,
well, that's all they do is they literally throw up 50 threes, and the only shot you have of beating them is if they shoot less than 25% from 3.
As a white boy, just makes it hard. Yeah. It's just incredible. I mean, like, we knew the Sixers were kind of fucked when Embiid had appendicitis.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was like, oh, he's finally like healthy.
So how long is he out for that?
Who knows?
Okay, so
they're not going to get past game 4.
Well, so, no, I know. I'm just asking in general. I'm not asking like,
I mean, it's very doubtful that like even like what level are you going to be able to play at having like your
Oh,
appendix
right,
removed.
exactly. You have
You know,
pain
it's
from
like
that. Yeah,
if you have anybody down low, all I would be doing is elbowing you
right,
in
right
your
into your
freaking
yeah.
your back and your kidneys.
Yeah.
You know?
He's not gonna. This will be over in 4.
Yeah.
Embiid's not gonna play. It's unfortunate because again, most of the year he was hurt, thinking like, oh well, if they can sneak
If he
in,
can be
get
healthy,
healthy,
exactly. Right.
and they make a run, and
That's just his
Well,
luck.
remember I showed you that picture, I think at the bowling alley one night, there was someone tweeting, Embiid, they were like, knowing he's gonna be playing in the first round. I'm like,
Oh,
"See, there's
yeah.
people that believe." I was like, "These are people I know on Twitter going like, we" I'm like, "This is sad."
Yeah, and
You
it's
gotta
like,
believe
I
that
don't know,
much.
you're the people that were like, "Oh, I had it, and I went back
Yeah,
to work the next day." I'm
yeah.
like, "What, your desk job?"
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly
you
right.
sat down and
Yeah,
worked.
Yeah, not playing
you're not
basketball.
playing
Yeah,
basketball.
exactly right. Like, oh,
I did see something that like there was a basketball player that came back in 2 weeks,
yeah.
but like they can't compete with the Celtics. It is what it
No,
is. Like,
even with him healthy, it's good. It would have been a tough series. You would hope that you'd be able to, if you won, it would probably be in 7, and you
yeah,
lucked into it.
I
Or
could see you guys
Maxi's
doing
literally
right.
dropping 50.
Well, he did that against the Knicks last year.
Mhm.
The one game actually went off for like 50 and made those 2 shots at the end. It's
Yeah.
like similar. He could do something like that, but
But you're gonna have to rely on
you
that,
have to
and
rely
then
on him to do
also
that.
the
Yeah,
Celtics to not shoot
not yeah,
yeah.
30 or
not blow a
40% from
14
3
point lead in the fourth quarter, like
like the
or
Knicks
4
do.
shot. Yeah,
Game 1, the Celtics, I think it might have been the first half. I don't even think it was in the third quarter. They were shooting like 67%
Yeah.
from the field. I was just like,
Well,
what
and
the
they're at
fuck,
home
man? They
too.
just don't
For
miss.
whatever reason
Like,
at home, they're just so good.
so
their spacing is always just seems to
Mhm.
be exactly where they need to be for a shot.
Yep.
but
And they
yeah, so
distribute the ball well. It's not like they have one person that's scoring 40 or 50. I think Jaylen Brown had 27. I think Tatum had 25, and it's the mix of everybody. They
Yeah.
beat us 123-91. It wasn't even close. Like,
and Tatum didn't even play the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Like he would have had a triple double. Jalen Brown's probably
I'm
first
sure
team
betters love that.
I mean, Jalen Brown's their best
All-Pro
player
this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just we have no size.
Yeah.
Bona, Drummond, they just
Bona
keep
and Drummond,
fouling.
they can't keep up.
Yeah, Bona just got his fucking head banged on by Jalen Brown.
What's crazy
Look.
too, speaking of the Magic game, you guys beat them, and then the Magic beat the Pistons the first game, like,
Yeah,
and beat them
that's-
easily. And I'm like, dude, the Pistons were beating everybody this year. Like, it's just insane.
Yeah, it's a fluke. I don't.
No,
think
no, I
it's-
know. I'm not just saying, like seeing you guys
think
beat
we're-
them, and then the Magic did
That's
what they
playoff
did.
Tobias, baby.
So, yeah.
Playoff to buy it.
That's what happens,
Yeah.
man. But no, I don't see the series going more than 4 games, unfortunately.
Yeah, we'd be lucky if it's 5.
Yeah, but it just sucks, right? Like,
No, it does because we kind of talked about before. It's like Embiid just can't catch a fucking break, whether it's him normal wear and tear injuries or
Bell's
he's got Bell's palsy.
like,
Yeah, had
what's-
appendicitis. It's like, what else can this guy? But like
Yeah.
most of these injuries, like you got to give it to him. He plays through all of this, and he's
He
still
tries,
putting
yeah.
up. He's still
Yeah.
putting up. Like you have guys that just mail it in when they're hurt or don't even want to
Yeah.
show the fuck up. But this guy puts it on the line. And,
No,
and he's
I
just
respect
ran
the
into
shit.
And that's the thing. I like to talk shit about him, but even when the appendicitis happened, I was just like,
You gotta
dude,
be
like
kidding me.
he can't control that. That's out of his. That's it's
Yeah.
just that sucked. Like I was like, oh well, can't do nothing about that.
And the sad thing of it all is, like, I don't know how much more basketball he has.
Yeah, that's the
You know,
thing. It gets you get to
With
the
his
point
with
of
his
like,
knees and his
what's
legs
next,
kind of
right?
already given out. Like
Yeah.
this might have been the last run that he had, and then there you go. So, but I know like people love to blame a lot on him, but he's the guy that's been there every single time, and he's trying his
Yeah.
hardest.
No, it's just again, it's very unfortunate. I mean, he's an awesome basketball player when healthy. It's just he cannot stay healthy,
Yep.
and it just sucks, right? Like it's just at least he got his MVP.
Yeah.
At least you got Paul George actually playing. That's
But
one thing. But
this motherfucker out here
I'm not saying
getting
he's
suspended for 25 games.
No, I know. But I mean, it's like, okay, he's there though. Like,
Yeah.
can't.
He's not even Paul George of what he used to
No,
be.
he's
though.
not.
He's
He's-
averaging like 16 points or something.
Yeah.
Like he's not like taking over games or anything.
Yeah.
So it's literally just Maxey and Edgecombe's trying his damnedest out there. He just hobbled off the court a minute ago.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I guess a takeaway for this series is you get Edgecombe hopefully some valuable time in a playoff environment. Same thing with Maxey. I know he's been in the playoffs before, but not in this role. He's kind of like the lead guy for this team.
Yeah. Well, he's going to be the
he's going to be
future
the
of the
guy.
team.
Yeah, he is. And what do they do in the offseason? Whether it's trades or not, do they go after Giannis? Do they try to make a big push for him? and or
I
put
still
other
think his
people
preferred
around
destination
Maxey.
is New York, but I don't know how they make that work either.
Giannis going
They
to
will. They will make.
Knicks.
Yeah.
They'll make it
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
So, but no, we'll see. I'm not holding out hope that they're going to be able to make this series longer than 5, but we'll see. They're currently playing right now. Right now, they're down 26-18 with 2 minutes left in the first. So,
And the way that series is going, and the way the Knicks played last night, that's what's kind of stuff irritating me. Is like, you know that they're going to have but they're going to have an easier game. The Pistons
get some
already
rest,
lost
yeah.
one. I'm like, this is why you need to win your games at home, because you don't sit there and waste your time while everybody
do
else
they
is.
reseed in basketball,
Uh,
or do you know who you would match up
I
with
I
next?
think
don't
so.
I don't yeah
I would think they do reseed
Yeah,
because
I
it's
think
all TBD. It's not like
it's
Okay,
all to be determined. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
like it's not winner of this matchup
And
plays
plays
winner.
another one,
It's
yeah.
TBD. So that's why I'm assuming. I don't know enough.
I would say we probably would we play Cleveland maybe?
No, I mean,
No.
well, if the
Yeah.
bracket
They-
falls, the 2 and 3 seed, the
Yeah,
Knicks are the 3, right?
So the Knicks are 3. Yeah, and
So
then
if the
you guys
4
are- yeah.
wins and the 1 wins, then you guys would match up.
yeah, yep.
So I mean,
And see, Cleveland's 2-0. They've won easily both their games.
yeah. So I think that it's going to go to the Celtics Knicks, and that might be one of the best series of the entire playoffs.
Well, and that's my thing
Mm-hmm.
about when I said about the Magic beating Detroit is the Knicks could not beat Detroit all year. Detroit blew them out every game. It's just like it was just like, what are we doing? We're not
It's
even.
probably just one of those weird matchups. Like for
Yeah.
whatever reason, I think San Antonio plays OKC really good
Yeah, and then
to where they can't beat them, but
Right.
they could beat everybody else.
right, exactly right.
Well,
It's-
that's probably like the player differential.
It's the
like, they can't
matchups.
play
Yeah,
against
yeah.
Wemby. Yeah.
But like we play Wemby and Embiid just dominates a guy.
yeah.
10-0 run, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go Sixers.
Yeah, let's go Sixers. Get some life into this
Nah,
city.
this
This is a fluke.
But
the Celtics probably benched half their players.
It was that Peyton picture, right? That's
see,
a little, yeah.
I don't know who 27 is, but
Oh, that's
my
us.
man's got alopecia or something.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I was looking at which jersey was
Charlie
27. I didn't know.
Villanueva
Yeah.
out
Well, he
here.
looks
I
just
didn't-
like White, and
I didn't know if he was on
yeah.
the Sixers. I was looking for 27, and then I saw the bald guy. I was like, oh, okay, now I know exactly what we're talking about.
But yeah, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. NBA playoffs can get a little weird in the first round, but I think it is pretty top heavy in the actual like league itself. The water will find its level, is what they say, right? But
that was,
I mean, Maxey, you love seeing him kind of like show out a little bit.
well, yeah, take the lead. It's like
he-
this is just, and I think Embiid told
fifth
him
in
that a couple
scoring?
of years. Yeah, I mean, he averaged I think 30 points a game this year, which is great. I mean, that's what you're looking for out of your superstars. But Embiid last year saying this is your team,
Yeah,
run with it, and him taking that upon himself, and just developing his own game. So I think he's gotten a lot better from 3 this year certainly,
yeah.
and he's always been just quick as shit off the dribble and being able to drive.
So do you think that, say Embiid comes back next year and he's like fully healthy, ready to play the year, what do you think their plans are? Is it keep resting him to where he plays 50 games in the
They-
season?
have
They
to.
they tried to do that this year.
yeah,
Yeah, but I'm
and
saying,
I
like-
would do the same thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like have
that's the
him.
plan.
because it was like right after All Star break, they just ramped him. He was playing all the time, and I was like,
Do you
hey,
think Paul George is back?
It depends on what they do. If they make a
I would
push
say
for
no.
Giannis,
There's no way you guys
So-
can do that.
I think the only way that they could get Giannis is obviously trading draft picks, but you're probably going to have to let go of Edgecombe. And Paul George is going to have to be a casualty too, just based on salary.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, if you're going for Giannis, that's the only way you can make it work. Yeah,
Mhm.
but then
But
how do those two work together?
do
That's the-
Giannis
and Embiid. Yeah,
I don't
well,
know.
I mean, how does PG and
Yeah,
Giannis
but,
work?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
PG and Embiid.
Yeah.
So I think they could find a spot for the floor or on the floor. I mean, I don't know if Nick Nurse is the right guy. I like
was
Nick
just gonna
Nurse
say-
signing when they brought him on,
Well,
but
right. Not
the
now,
fact
I
that
would
he
say
couldn't
probably
find
not.
the
Yeah.
fact that he couldn't find a fucking spot on the floor for McCain
Yeah.
is stupid.
and now
And they trade the guy for a first round pick. I think a lot of that was them posturing to try to get
Yeah.
Giannis. But
which we covered. Yeah, we said that before.
the guy on the bench for OKC's been one of their best players, and you can't find a fucking spot for him.
Yeah. No, I think Nurse will be gone. I don't know what the answer is. It's obviously not someone like Doc Rivers.
No,
Well, he
I would
retired
get
anyway,
I would
so-
get a young kid that nobody knows about or something, or some college coach.
Jay Wright.
Jay Wright would be great. I don't think Jay Wright wants that.
Billy Donovan's available.
Billy Donovan's available. He needs to get back to college.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know where the Sixers go from here. Everything.
I think it dictates how far they get. What do they look like in this series? I mean, if they're getting stomped 30 points every game, then it's kind of easy. Like, yeah, we weren't ready for this, and what do we do in the offseason to make up for
it? But also, there's a lot of unknown because if you don't have Embiid the whole series, then it's going to be like, well, what if we did have him? Like, even though we kind of know, but that would be the question going like, well, we can't get rid of the whole team because we didn't have one of our best.
Yeah. So, later this week, NFL's back.
Yeah.
Draft in Pittsburgh.
For me, it never leaves.
So some news leading up to the draft. Dexter Lawrence was traded to the Bengals. He was kind of voicing his displeasure with the Giants and wanted out. So
he wanted more money.
I think the biggest thing was contract, which I don't know how the Bengals are going to give him money when they couldn't even afford the rookie last year. That's what I'm saying.
Well, they don't have to pay for Hendrickson this year.
But I'm saying, like, where'd they get that money? All of a sudden, they're like, "Oh, we got money now." I'm like,
they hired someone that actually understands.
That's how it works.
Yeah,
they went to Howie Roseman 101.
We have money over here. That's crazy.
I'm sure they had to restructure Burrow, Higgins, Chase, all of those.
No, it was probably like, oh, here's the offensive money that's allocated, and here's the defensive money. And
I still think it's the wrong side. I think they should have been doing more in front of Burrow, not on the other side.
Not on the other side. But I mean, that defense, they lost a playmaker in Hendrickson just based on him going to Baltimore.
I mean, that division, they only really need to worry about Lamar. They don't even really need to worry about him anyway. For 2 games, I mean, the quarterback situation for the other teams, we don't even know. No Rodgers answers, and they might start Watson again in Cleveland. So it's like they really just have to handle their own.
The Giants get the number 10 pick in return. The Bengals then extend them for 1 year, $28 million. So that gives the Giants number 10 and what number?
They have 5. They have 2 top 10 picks. Yeah.
I believe it is 2 top 10, but I'm getting it mixed up with the Jets because the Jets have 16, I believe. There was something to where it was like
the Giants have 5 and 10.
5 and 10.
Yep.
Yeah, and the Jets have 2 and 16. Because it was they have between the 2 New York teams, they have 4 of the top 16 picks in the draft this year.
Yeah.
So and if you just look at the
Giants, realized it was on top. I didn't even know it was right there. I was like, oh, cool, it's right in front of me. Actually,
you think you have a quarterback in Dart? Yeah, it looks like he's the guy. You got a playmaker, receiver.
They got a running back.
They have a running back.
Scatterbo.
They brought in Odell for a physical.
Yeah, I saw that. They have a pretty good defensive line. They have a lot of talent.
But they might trade Kayvon Thibodeau too. Yeah. They were talking about that too.
So that's where, Dexter Lawrence, I know the stats don't back it up. I thought he was a pretty good player last year.
Like 1.5 sacks.
Last year, his production went down.
But I mean, he's still Dexter Lawrence. Like, he's still good. Yeah.
And then you pair, Thibodeau, and then you have Abdul Carter.
Yeah,
that's
right.
Those guys,
and Brian Burns.
And and it's like Abdul Carter's like missing meetings. Like, he's getting suspended from, the team. And it's just like that. This D line has like a bunch of names that should be good, but like,
wonder how much of that is I mean, we saw the inability of the front office during Hard Knocks. It's like how much of Carter and some of the other issues that they're having is just their front office is.
Yeah, so I mean,
I thought they were trying to go for like that NASCAR defense they had years back. How many defensive linemen they were getting? I was like, we know that one team was pretty.
I mean, with 2 top 10 picks, I mean they can add some talent to that team for sure.
Yeah.
What comes to mind for 10? Yeah, I mean, number 10, you can add another receiver to go on the other side of Neighbors and.
Yeah, I mean, Neighbors has to stay healthy too.
He's coming off that injury, so
but you give another weapon.
He was injured his rookie.
No, I know. Yeah, I'm just saying the injury this year was bad. So
maybe he's Joel Embiid of
the NFL.
It's a fucking turf.
Are they ever gonna sniff the playoffs though?
I hope not.
More news. The Niners extend Trent Williams, who another guy was looking for a contract.
That's odd.
2 years, $50 million.
Say it's odd to you?
Yeah, like he's good, but he's not been healthy. I don't know.
He's Trent Williams, though.
He's Trent Williams. I know.
He reminds me of kind of Peters towards the end. He goes off.
I think
every 10 plays, and
he is better than Peters was
at this
later point of his
career.
Oh yeah. Because Peters again was always in and out. Trent Williams is still a dominant tackle. Like, he's probably a top 5 tackle still, and he's in his like 12th year or something. Like he's been there forever. So I don't see that that's like the Niners needed to re-sign him.
Yeah.
They weren't going to let him go. And if they did let him go, then they'd get a hell of a draft pick.
Yep, I agree. So speaking of draft picks, Eagles, I think I mentioned in the last pod, they have 9 picks. For one in the first round, number 23. What are you guys thinking there? 23. We talked about the needs. Obviously edge rusher. I don't know who's going to be there 23 or who's going to fit that mold.
O-line's a need,
Wide
D-line's a
receiver.
need, receivers a need, apparently
Safety.
now. The tight end position is one that I keep seeing them
They have
talk
that
about.
Oregon tight end listed as who we're going to do. And
Sadiq. I'd
I
be fine with that.
No, I would too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what they'll do with them, but that'd be cool. But again, the way that
I
it
think they'll be
seems
like
like
the
the
6th
Eagles,
tight end on the roster.
yeah, but he'll be the number 2.
I mean,
Yeah.
We have till June, but like if they draft,
everybody's a 1-year deal, by the way, too. The tight ends, like they have 6 tight ends on 1-year deals,
which is so
they're special
insane.
team guys.
Yeah.
But I think the interesting thing with what the Eagles are going to do is they seem to just draft the best player available. And that's what they've built their team on the past couple of years. Like we always see them take the Georgia or the Alabamas because those are the best players in the draft. Like they're the best football players, regardless of the position.
Mm-hmm. The most ready, NFL ready, is out of that conference, and they're playing true for the most part NFL type football.
But if I had to put money on it, I would say D line, D end,
an edge,
because they love to recycle those guys. Like they love to get them in there, produce, don't pay them, let them walk, bring in a new one. So I think it's going to be a D end. I don't have any names, but I would be excited if they got Sadiq, the tight end from Oregon. I think
and I'd say O-line because we have the question marks of Lane and Dickerson. We weren't sure if they keep flirting retirement. I'm like, well, then you need to get people who are going to be ready to come slide in if they do retire next year. You got to have a kid ready.
Yeah, and I don't know. I heard something on the radio a week or so ago, and I kind of agreed with it, of trading this pick for a pick next year.
Don't we already have a ton of picks next year?
Yeah, but trading it for a first next year. And
do they not like the draft class then?
Well, and what I'm thinking is
there's a lot of receivers
trying to go up to get a tackle next year, a better tackle, because no one's not going to be there this year, and try to leverage multiple picks to go up and get the best tackle as opposed to just a guy this year.
So the news that they keep talking about, it's been a conversation since October of last year, is AJ Brown going to the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
So it's apparently going to happen after June 1st. Who knows? We have a month and a half to figure it out.
So that would potentially be a pick next year.
But it would be a pick next year, obviously.
So you could theoretically, if you could trade this pick and maybe something else for a first round next year, you could have 3 first round picks next year. All of them could be in the 20s, especially if you have a good year, and you figure New England's going to have a good year as well. But taking 2 20s and moving up into 10 to 15 is probably doable, or even taking one of those first rounds and maybe a third round if you have an additional. I don't know what their projection is next year.
But
Howie loves to pull all of this capital together and kind of make trades either during the draft or leading up to it.
Yeah. So I mean, you said 9 picks. I bet we draft 6 players.
Yeah.
Because he's going to move.
He's going to move up. And
we have 1 second round pick, number 54. We have 2/3, 98, 114, 2 4ths, 2 5ths, and a 6th. So.
My thing on the AJ Brown thing is if we end up trading him, it's like I just don't see how, like it would kill a lot of confidence in the team for me if they trade him away.
Yeah,
I just don't see how it makes us better. Like I know, or they think
no, it doesn't. I mean,
because I see on Twitter all the time, and I usually keep my keyboard off, but people are saying like Devontae Smith is going to become Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yeah.
I'm like, you could do that with Brown on the team because Brown has the number 1 corner on him. If now he has the number 1 corner on him, how's he going to become JSN all of a sudden?
I don't think that's Smith's game though either.
No, I know, but I'm saying like people. I like Devontae Smith. He's great. People put him like, oh, we'll be fine. He's number 1 automatically.
Well,
I'm like,
we had that before.
We had that, yeah. Like I'm like, no.
It was Devontae Smith and I don't know who the other guy. Travis Fulgham.
Yeah.
Fulgham.
And then we traded for AJ Brown, and like here we go. So
here's our boy Greg Ward.
Greg Ward, yeah.
Because I shot my 300 on draft night when we traded for AJ Brown.
Ah, man. You bowling this Thursday?
Yeah, I am. Yeah,
Probably wasn't it? It might have been against us.
It was next to you guys. Yeah, but
you're not bowling us this week.
But no, like I said, it's just I don't know if they traded him. I mean, I'm a little biased, but if they trade him away, I just don't see, because you got a new offense. You got it seems to be a passing offense that's coming in. Even though they had Jacobs there, I mean, but you go and get Elijah. I'm not saying these guys are good, but you got Elijah Moore, you got Wicks. Like I'm like, you obviously have loading up a receiver to do more of a passing.
Yeah,
thing.
I mean,
why get rid of a dude like Brown? And you kept Goddard, so like you're obviously looking to pass. And I think it would just be stupid to do. But
but you're getting rid of whatever animosity or cancer.
Well, the animosity has also been built up by some of the fans, the media. It's all been, even if there wasn't that big of an animosity, they've made it worse by talking about it every fucking day.
Yeah, well, AJ hasn't done anybody any favors either.
But he hasn't really said anything either, though. He kind of has, but he's not going out there going like,
like whether it's the book on the sidelines or
But he was doing the book on the sidelines when things were going well, like when he was.
They won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they won the Super Bowl. So I'm like,
he was also bitching about not getting the ball. But so speaking of which, not let's say distributing the ball. There's been reports that they're not giving Jalen an extension, so it's kind of like this
I wouldn't. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't either.
Okay.
My stance on Jalen, and it's typically at this time frame. There's no guaranteed money left.
Too, and I'm not on that either. I'm just like, he's our quarterback. He's under contract. You don't need to extend or anything right now. Just the deal you're on.
So they're saying that there's no guaranteed money after this year. So now is when they would usually, like, especially quarterbacks and agents are looking at, all right, I need where's my extension at? So, I have that guaranteed money moving forward. They made it clear that, they're not talking about extensions at this point. So it's kind of like this is a do or die year for Jalen. Otherwise, they potentially either trade him or, just let him go.
I can't see him being a quarterback for another team other than the Eagles.
I don't see them. I mean, I'm on the board with them not extending him right now. I think you need to go out there and do it.
I think that an extension right now would be kind of ridiculous. Yeah. But I don't see him a quarterback of another team.
Especially what a quarterback's making right now. If they had to go up to that, good lord,
he's making a lot now anyway.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
he's still like 8th.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because everybody after him got extended.
But just how they do that, they do like, the next guy gets a contract, I got to be higher than everybody, even if it's like $1 million. I'm like, it's still too much. God damn, like.
I mean, quarterback money is crazy money, but like they're the quarterback.
Right. But it's like, don't hurt the rest of your squad because you can't afford to pay the other guys who keep you, upright or.
Yeah, I mean, you look at New England; they're not paying for a quarterback yet. You look at Denver; they're not paying for a quarterback. Yeah. You have some of these teams that can put talent around them and take advantage of not having to pay the quarterback. And you look at some of the teams that they have paid the quarterback. What have they done?
I mean, Darnold got paid a bunch of money. They just won Super Bowl. They didn't pay the defense.
It's not long term though, but
it's a 3-year deal, right?
Signed last. They also still have young guys,
and they still have the most money on cap space going this year too, and they're going to get bought.
I mean, I think that's their defense was their strong suit.
Yeah,
this year.
Well, it certainly wasn't Darnold. He turned the ball over more than anybody, I think, this year. He still was able to, put up points. Well, to be fair on the other side, but which goes to show you that, yes, you can throw interceptions, but just, be a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you look at, like, Josh Allen, he's a high-paid quarterback. They haven't made it to the Super Bowl. Joe Burrow, similar situation. They haven't made it far. They're paying for him. Dak Prescott with the Cowboys, like, they have a lot of money tied up.
So they paid Josh Allen that money, and then they said, the best weapon we'll give you is Stephon Diggs. Like,
and then they let him walk.
And then they traded for DJ Moore now, and I'm like, it shouldn't be the only receiver you give him. Like, that's not.
He's not a
he's not a
number
receiver
either.
Yeah.
Like, I think his time in Chicago was kind of lackluster.
Yeah.
Like,
even this year when they did well, it still wasn't fantastic. Yeah.
Well, he finally had a quarterback that was able to throw the ball.
Yeah.
It wasn't Justin Fields.
The defense, though, in that team, too, the most turnovers.
But he was also with Carolina with Bryce Young, right?
Mm-hmm.
DJ.
He was before Bryce, yeah.
Gotcha.
But it's, I mean, they have some young receivers over there as well, so it's not just DJ Moore there. But I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens with the Eagles this week.
And also too, like just talking about the draft, like the teams in our division all have picks before us. Like Cowboys got or Giants got 2, Cowboys got 20.
We won the division, so
no. Well, I mean, yeah, we did, but then we didn't do any. I'm saying they're gonna all those teams are gonna improve, and already, so it's just it's like you have to do something. You have to get this right, and not trade. If you trade AJ Brown, it's like okay, now like
I mean
that's why I'm wondering if next year makes like you load up for next year and try to maybe you have to go get a tackle. Maybe you have to go get a quarterback. Maybe there's other pieces that you have to go after, and having that draft capital if you have to go get a quarterback. That's when Manning's coming out.
Archie Manning.
We're not going to get Archie, I don't think. But if they do something similar that they did when they had Carson, they drafted Jalen, something like that. Like draft
the
quarterback
season
in the
goes
second,
like you're thinking, if AJ's
then
good,
draft
then maybe they have a shot at.
Maybe they do, yeah. But then draft the quarterback second round, then they'd be like, well, hey,
Well, speaking of which, do you think they take a quarterback this year?
I mean, how many
round?
years in a row is freaking Howie drafted a quarterback now? He's drafted one like in the 6th round.
Okay, so not that late.
No, okay,
I would say.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he drafted
day 1 or day 2.
He drafted that one kid this year.
First 3 rounds, day 1 or 2. Yeah.
Oh no, I don't think so this year. No,
they fucking better not.
Yeah,
there's way too many.
Jalen was one of those guys.
Just as shocking as
Jalen was one of those guys.
I know he was day 2.
I know, but that.
No, that would shock me too if they did. Now next year, yeah, but not this year. Yeah, this year you gotta just fill the pieces you just lost and then try to run it back. Not run it back. Good Lord, sorry, I didn't want to use that term. But
all right, well, I have a hypothetical
we
have
bad feelings about that.
Yeah, I have a hypothetical for you. So I know your allegiance to AJ. Would you trade Jalen, go with Tanner McKee, and keep AJ this year?
No.
I'm pretty sure you would.
No, when Tanner got that game, the one game last year, and everybody was like, "All right, now it's time." Like there was people.
He also didn't have AJ Brown on the field. He had Devontae Smith for a drive
for 2 catches. Yeah,
yeah.
But everybody thought like, "Oh, he's gonna win this game, no problem." Like he's so much better than. Yeah, there was a lot of people.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, there was.
You give him the first team. You give him the first team.
So
he can definitely throw the ball.
Andy Dalton and AJ Brown. Or Jalen and Devontae Smith.
I forgot about Andy. I didn't even think about it. That's right, because now I definitely don't think we're judging. Yeah, I forgot all about Andy Dalton. Sure, no.
I don't. You can't keep Jalen or keep AJ and get rid of Jalen.
Yeah, no, because
a year removed from the Super Bowl.
But you know what you can get from as far as draft capital.
But do you think AJ is going to be happy with Tanner McKee? If he's not happy with Jalen, do you think he's going to be happy with it?
That's what I'm saying, right? Yeah.
I mean, and you're going to say that Drake May is going to make him happy?
We don't fucking care.
Yeah,
that's not our problem.
It's just because he's a Patriots fan. That's why. But that's why I think they link that. Like
and Vrabel, I think. But it's more
because they were together.
If the Eagles trade AJ, I don't give a fuck what he does with his quarterback at that point. He can go play with Will Levis in Tennessee again. For all
once you leave, it's like but it's just the fact. I just don't want him to go. But
right.
I don't want to see him go either. But I feel like at this point it's going to happen. I mean, that's Schefter tweeted it out 2 days ago that it's.
I just got when it happens. I just got to see what we actually do get and
what do you think we're getting?
I don't. I mean, I don't think it'd be a first at this point.
It better be a fucking.
It better be a first, but I don't think it will be.
Since it's after June 1st, I think it needs to be a first.
Yeah,
and I'm all right with that because guess what? If it was prior to June 1st, the first round pick you're getting is 31.
That's why I think it's going to happen because they have the money and the want of. So they would give us first round pick. If he goes somewhere else, another team be like, "Oh, you're just trying to get rid of him now. We'll go ahead and give you this." Like,
but you look at the other, like DJ Moore, didn't he the first? Was it a first or a second?
It was a second.
It was a second. Yeah.
Because that's what we were talking about earlier. Like in the years, like these receivers trades are crazy. Like, why is the value so high on all these other guys? And they're saying AJ is going to go for a 3. Like, obviously AJ has a much bigger contract.
So but DJ Moore was traded a 2026 second round pick. Yeah.
Yeah. So if DJ Moore gets a 2, AJ should certainly get a 1, especially because we're going to eat some of the cap space out of it.
Yeah.
Not as much as we would if they traded him today, but I think again to your point, Brian, is you're talking about the Eagles' plans for next year's draft. So I don't know. We'll see. I know a lot of the Twitter online thing is also the Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel
connection.
Yeah, and it's like how much of that like
Vrabel talked about it today. Did you see that? He was
Oh,
saying, I had a lot of
they're
tough
finally holding him to the
addressed it.
fire about it?
He said, I've had a lot of tough questions with people I love and stuff like that. He finally addressed the pictures today.
Yeah. How is that team just not under investigation anyway?
Oh, the NFL said the NFL already said that he's not done anything wrong. Like nothing that it violates the NFL. Like it's just stuff off the
I
it's
mean,
not detrimental to the league.
it's
what
not
he did, so.
his job that's fucked out of it. He's going to be the head coach of the New England Patriots. She lost her job while she quit.
Resigned. So I think her contract is up in June.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just a weird situation because like she was the forefront of AJ Brown's not happy. AJ Brown wants to get traded.
She's been saying,
he only wants to go to New England. And it just so happens that she's, taking pictures or caught with pictures of,
and they think the husband paid the private investigator to do that.
Yeah. He's an Eagles fan, apparently.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
So that's kind of funny. But she lost all like credibility she had at that point because the biggest story that she's been reporting is that AJ Brown's at the Patriots. Yeah. And she's over there hooking up with the Patriots head coach.
Yeah. You're trying to worsen his trade value.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I won't spend too, but the only other thing too about her, she has a lot of tweets and a lot of clips of her like almost basically talking shit about her husband.
Yeah, but I mean, people do that in jest.
Yeah, she was I date the average guy. I don't really talk about, I don't really show him anywhere, like talk about him. Then she would say, I've done some stuff. And she said one day, she's like, I did some stuff down in here that I wouldn't tell my, and they were like, what? She's like, not like that, but just all the clips and stuff.
I think that was more just like her joking around about like her significant other, but I don't read into
it's just all the old tweets been coming up. People have been resurfacing like she's a piece of shit. Like
as Twitter historians come out.
Oh man, they find everything you tweet ever. Like it's crazy.
But I don't know. We'll see. It's just that's just a weird guy, right? And that's where I think that the NFL is going to be like, Rossini, you're not covering the NFL anymore because we can't trust you to give reliable news if you're hanging out with the head coach. But Vrabel is not impacted by this at all, other than the media saying, "Hey, are you cheating on your wife?" Like that's the only piece that's like,
but how much? Like, think about it the other way too. It's like he's basically using his influence as head coach to get either the players' value to drop or like insider information of other teams. Because people could be giving her information that's just one-on-one with that, and he can use.
And also too, like they've been saying, they're worried about all the other women that work in sports now. Like anytime they tweet anything, they'd be like, "Oh, she must be sleeping with that."
That's the thing, though, right? Yeah. They don't say Vrabel's not a bad head coach because of this.
Right.
They're saying that the reporter's going to lose their job because they're
right. I get the ones. I agree.
Which is why I'm questioning why is nothing coming back on Vrabel at all?
Because his job is the head coach of the Patriots. Rossini's job is to report inside news of the NFL.
Yeah, but
it's two different things. Like,
if I'm not saying using a reporter to degrade a player so he can come play, or degrade the value of a player so he can be traded to your team.
I completely understand. I'm just saying his job is to coach a football team. Her job is to report news.
Yeah. It seems like
she's
his
reporting
job
news.
Is, let's get the news catered to in my favor to where.
Absolutely. I'm not saying it's right for any of the things that may or may not have happened.
Yeah.
But Mike Vrabel's job is to coach a football team. Diana Rossini's job is to report on NFL news.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it becomes like sketchy for her. For him, his job's to coach.
Yeah.
So that's where it's like, he's not going to have an impact. Like it's not going to impact his career. It's certainly going to impact her career.
I think they can investigate it.
Did you see
what do we think out of the Patriots? Like they're always
under. That's what I'm saying. It's like this should be
chalk up a scandal. Yeah.
It's like knock on the massage room door. It's like, Mr. Kraft, they're questioning you again.
Did you see where she saved two people though? Like there was some accident.
I did see that. It was a dog.
She got him out of the car. Like good. Yeah. Like,
did she report it?
She was there. The people said someone said this is not a fucking simulation we live in. This is a PR stunt, like to save her career. Like,
was it a New England reporter?
I don't even know. I just seen the tweet and was like, does that really happen? She really fucking like saved somebody? Like, good Lord. Because it was like the 2 days after her thing. It was like
I think it was in New Jersey. I think it was on Turnpike or something like that.
On her way to New England.
On her way back from New England to home. All right. Speaking of another train wreck, our Phillies. Man, last we talked, they were I think they were tied for second in the division. You know, a couple games out here or there, but man, have they gone on a downward spiral. We talk about the Islanders just blowing the end of the season and letting the Flyers in. Like Phillies are doing it, you know, in April. But you know, since we last talked, they're 2-8. Currently fourth in the NL East, 5 games back on the Braves. So we've always said it. A lot of season left. It's early. But holy shit, this is frustrating to watch.
No good feeling. Yep.
I mean, the point that it's like I'm watching the Sixers game on Saturday and I'm like, well, could be watching the Phils.
Yeah.
If just like
it's like you asked me last night, you were like, tomorrow night, are we watching the Phillies or are we watching the Sixers? I'm like, I don't know.
No, and you had a nice comeback.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's just bad. It's just
So
bad.
Brock was like, well, it's got to be the Sixers, right? Because it's a playoff game. And I was like,
yeah.
Touche.
Yeah, I did.
Touche. So, but no, they were currently into the series with the Giants. They're actually able to get their only win of that series right before we talked. They dropped the remaining 2, so they went 1-2 against the Giants. Later that weekend, they went 1-2 against the Diamondbacks. Followed that up with a nice 1-2 against the Cubs. So there's a growing trend here. And then they just got absolutely annihilated by I wouldn't say annihilated by the Braves. Friday night's game was
4.
Yeah, but I mean the 9-0 kind of dictates a lot of that score. So I mean it would have been 9-4, but the other 2 games are within reach. They're not hitting. They're not scoring runs in multiple innings. It's only 1 inning a game, and pitching's been terrible. I mean, the run differential, we're currently last in the league at -42.
We're worse than the White Sox.
Yeah. For a team that spent a lot of money in the offseason on their pitching, spent a lot of money on aging players on their offense, it's kind of dictated of like, oh yeah, running it back was not the right move. But again, it is early.
I don't even feel it.
I got some how the team's doing rankings. So they're 26th in batting average. They're 18th in home runs. We're a home run hit.
Currently averaging 220.
We're 26th in RBIs, 27th in runs, 26th in on base percentage, 24th in slugging, 25th in OPS. We have the 5th most errors in baseball.
Mm-hmm.
We are 27th in ERA. We're 24th in WHIP and 30th in batting average against. So that pitching staff.
The only thing that they are actually good in right now is they're top 4 in strikeouts, 219th.
Yeah.
Pitching strikeouts, not hitting.
Pitching strikeouts. Okay.
Hitting strikeouts, they are also. I actually don't have that one, but
it's probably up
it's probably.
I mean, they're 26th in average, so they've got to be 26th or worse in strikeouts.
But there's a common theme there. You're between 25 and 27. A lot of these stats. What do you expect?
Yeah,
you're not going to have. Although there is something very alarming with these stats because I looked at them earlier. Look at the Reds, who are currently leading their division. They are bottom of a lot of hitting stats at this point, last in the league, but they're finding ways to win, I guess, because they are 14-8, I think.
They're
but
probably not
that entire that's also true. I think the entire Central, everybody's over 500 and within 1 game of each other or something ridiculous. It's very close right now. But I mean, just and then notable, individuals at this point. I was hoping he's going to have a career year, but he's having a career dud. Currently batting 133.
I called it, by the way.
132. He's over 1.
Over 1. Fuck. So it's probably even less than that. He's only got 1 double in the year, 1 home run, and he has
not yet
14 strikeouts. Alec Boehm. So clearly in a career year, contract year, he's coming up short at this point. Again, it's only a month into the season.
We all know my stand on that, dude. So,
we know. Yeah, we know. And so far, you're right. Another guy who we brought back in the offseason, probably for more years than we wanted. Kyle Schwarber is batting 213 with 34 strikeouts.
Yep. He's literally doing nothing but hitting a home run.
Home run or strikeout.
That's it.
Yeah. And it's like his home runs are very empty too, to where it's like, oh, solo shot here, solo shot there.
And that's what it's like. This is mostly Twitter reactions and the Facebook comments of like the pages. People just they go, "Oh, we got a Schwarber." Oh, I'm like, are you watching his other at bats? Like he's doing absolutely nothing. Yes,
you're down 2 or 3 runs.
Like they're just like, "Oh, but he hit that home run in the second
inning."
Oh, good, yeah, great, awesome, yeah, that's fantastic. But
have we made it to Nola's Rav 4th inning?
Yeah, I'm like,
so.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, Schwarber has 7 home runs, 17 hits on the year.
Yeah.
So all
So
singles,
almost half of his hits are home runs.
But if you look at his RBIs, I think it's something like 14.
It's 14, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
but that's
in seven
insane.
of those are solo home runs, or 7 of those are home runs. So
yeah,
you're doing nothing other than hitting the ball out of the ballpark and striking out.
yeah. And
So-
that's kind of what going to like what Brock was saying is it's literally almost every other hit is a home run, and that's it.
And I was kind of saying to him before we got started too, like look at the lineup for tonight's game. Like all of a sudden Reyes is in 4th now, and then they had Garcia 5th.
Kudos to that kid, by the way. They bring him up first game, first at bat, home run.
And then what?
Yeah.
Then
and
he
that was
sat,
the only offensive
then he sat the
production.
rest of the week. But we did last year. We were doing like we were all betting who was going to be leadoff hitter, who should be the leadoff hitter. Well, this year Trey does absolutely like nothing.
He's batting like 240, I think, right now.
Yeah. And then
Crawford's come down a little bit.
Yeah.
I think he's like 280.
As expected, yeah.
Harper's at 270 right now. Like he's not doing terrible. Obviously, one a little higher than that, and there's not a lot of production. But when nobody's doing things around you, it's kind of hard to do everything by yourself.
Exactly right. And like I was telling him, I said all these people they keep saying that elite thing because the whole early on in the year. But I'm like, right now he's only one.
He's the only one producing anything.
Consistent.
Consistent.
There's a little bit of consistency out of him everywhere else there isn't.
What was it? The Giants game where he won that Giants game.
3 for 4 or something.
Yeah.
And then I think there was a game over the weekend. He was 3 for 4.
Yeah. He had a triple the other day, and they didn't even score him. Like it's just.
I think it was the game I was at on Friday.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But no, it's like, and then the one ball he actually gets a hold of, it knocks up in the air.
They got mad at him. They got mad at him the other day because he tried to extend a double and got out, and I was just like, "Oh my god, he had effort though."
Yeah, that's what he does.
Yeah, that's what he
does.
I'm like, "Why are we mad at him?" I said, "Why are we mad at him for trying?" It's just like they aggravate the hell out of me. They just can't wait to give a reason to shit on him.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if he hits a ball, they're just like, "Oh, he finally hit it." I'm like, "No, he is the one hitting it.
He's the only one.
Yeah, he's the only one hitting it."
Him and Crawford have been the only guys that have been consistently hitting the ball at this point.
Well, like the whole thing with that, like they keep sitting Crawford for some reason occasionally. I'm like, the kid's 20 years old, play every day.
Yeah.
Until he has some reason not to. Keep Marsh in left field. If you're going to play anybody, maybe play Reyes because he's right-handed. If you're that worried about Marsh facing a left-handed guy, then do that. Garcia, you got to play because you paid him $10 million.
He's another one that's.
He's another
one
that still isn't doing anything worth the fuck. But you got.
He's got a cannon as an arm. Like,
no,
there's been some throws this year.
He's had defensive saves, but that's more that analytics shit they care about. They go, "Oh, if we look at defensive replacement and WAR and all, who cares? He's not hitting the ball out of the park like he should be for $10 million."
Well, let's go through the lineup, right?
Yeah.
Turner batting 50 points average underneath what he should be, right? He should be a 290 hitter. Schwarber batting 210. You expect him to be around 230, 240. Harper 270. That's right on average. Reyes, who cares?
Yeah.
Garcia 205. Yeah, dude, that's not going to.
It's got to be. Yeah.
JT 275. That's fucking awesome. Like that's great.
Been out for a couple
he just keeps getting hurt and is in and out of the lineup. Our backup catcher's batting fucking 32.
Yeah.
So that's terrible.
When the vibes come back.
Boom. 132.
Did the vibes come back with the Flyers in town tomorrow?
Dude.
I'd rather have those vibes in the other.
I would
vibes is down in Double A or Triple A, crushing the ball.
I would certainly take Garrett Stubbs and his vibes and him batting 32 than Rafael Marchand batting 32.
Yeah.
At least he brings some fucking enjoyment to the clubhouse.
Well,
Marchand,
then on top of it all, maybe it's like you send Marchand down. Figure it the fuck out, dude. Like, because he wasn't hot last year at all either.
No, he was terrible. He's just not a good hitter. It's just that's what it is.
Like he's good defensively, and he's got a cannon for an arm.
Yeah,
it's like all right, maybe.
I think with the JT injuries though, he's played a lot more than we thought he would already. Like with the back injury for JT, and then the ball off the foot. So something like that. I mean, I'm not trying to defend Marchand at all. I'm just saying I don't think he was expected to be in so many.
I think that he needs to be in because I think you need to give JT like every fourth game. You probably should sit him.
Yeah.
But Marchand's just out there doing for every game.
Yeah. So maybe it's like I don't know if Marchand has I don't know if you can drop him down without.
Oh, I don't know
I know they ran through the same thing with Garrett Stubbs where they had to DFA him because of
the options. Yeah. I mean, you can bring anyone off the street that's an MLB catcher and fucking bat better than 32.
Yeah.
Boom, 132. You expect him to be around 250 at least.
Yeah.
Brandon Marsh batting 260. That's probably a little low, but maybe right on.
I mean, he started out pretty
He started
well
out
too. I
very
think
well.
he's fallen off. I mean, he's 260 points higher than he was last year at this
Yeah,
point.
true.
So
And then Sosa, he's playing for Stott tonight. He's batting 240. That's fine.
he's had a lot of like just mental errors this year of whether throwing to the wrong base. Just I don't know.
Just the other night, the ball that hit his glove and he like bobbled it. If he got that out, they would got out of that inning and then they scored after that. And it was.
And that's the other thing. It's like that's always been the Phillies' MO. If there's ever an error or a errant play,
right,
guarantee you they're scoring.
And that's
if they
the
ever walk the first batter,
right,
he's going to score.
Yeah, and that's the argument with the Sosa and Stott rotation is like Stott makes that play easily, but then
offensively,
he doesn't do anything. But then Sosa hits home run. People go like, "Oh, we love Sosa," but then like he's not consistent enough to play every day. But
Sosa's a great pinch hitter. He's a great
I like Sosa's
fourth
role
day play
off
but
the
I would
bench.
like to see him platoon to like other spots, like third. You can play him third base, and you can sit the one whatever his batting average is right now. But,
and then you look at Stott. He's batting 210.
Yeah,
210. He was batting 5 for a week.
Yeah, did he change his song my fucking mind? He changed his song, I think. Now I think there was a report of that. He got rid of AOK.
I think he might have got duped on that one. I haven't heard it.
I saw it on one of the Phillies pages.
It ain't the fucking song, dude.
No, but no. Well, that would upset the casuals if they got rid of the song.
But I'm saying sing it. For him, it's not the song the reason why you suck. You just can't fucking hit the baseball. Crawford, he's down to 283 right now. But again, that is probably where he'll land at the end of the year.
For a rookie, it's great. Yeah.
And so, it's like who should be playing every day?
And then, sorry, Marshawn, I gave you a little bit of a low number. You're batting 65.
Oh, it doubled it, man. Damn.
Hey, and then Dylan Moore.
Did he get hit today? Is that why?
No, he's
not
JG's
playing.
in the lineup.
JG's playing tonight. Yeah.
But our guy Dylan Moore, he's hasn't had a hit yet.
Yeah,
he's got 2 relief appearances and no hits. So that's our good utility guy that's going to be infield and outfield. Yep. So he made the team over.
They're good. They're good at adding those guys. Like
I just don't understand. Like,
was it Brian De La Cruz? Right.
I was just going to say, why is he not up there?
Well, De La Cruz is one.
Yeah.
De La Cruz can't pitch.
Well, but I mean, I know, but I'm saying, I know, but I'm saying, like, for the days where Marsh is if he's gonna move over, I would say De La Cruz obviously has been raking and everything during the offseason.
Well, Reyes was the guy early in spring training that was also hitting the ball well.
Yeah,
I mean, for some it translates. Stott was actually one of the best hitters in spring training, and then Bohm actually also. So it's like whatever they did is maybe they just need to go down to Florida.
People keep saying that Bohm's got all those distractions from all the stuff going on. I'm like, the parents suing thing. They're saying that's always in his head. I'm like, I said I was going to say he was going to play like this from the jump even before that.
I hate my parents.
But
yeah. No, the Phillies are a shit show right now. Luzardo's got like an 8 ERA.
I mean, dude, the last 2 games he's given
down
5
to
runs
7.3. Yeah. Nola is what Nola is. The good news, Wheeler is back Saturday.
But I don't know. Is it good? I mean, he hasn't really done.
It's better than fucking Taiwan.
No, I know. I'm not. But this is my concern. Like, I was ever since the blood clot thing happened, I was just like, are we even gonna get the same Wheeler back? And then the other night when he pitched, they said he was barely hitting 94 and he wasn't getting the ball past the barrel. This is AAA stuff. Like, I'm like, if he comes up here and does it against that, they're gonna be raking. He's gonna do it against the Braves, his first start of the year. Like,
hey,
that's what I was going to.
Taiwan barely gets the ball past that.
I know. No, Taiwan needs to go. That's just that's not. I'm not saying
too much money. So, but I mean, if we're looking at next year, obviously it's a lot of season left, but if you're looking at next year, you're going to have $30 million freed up in just right field between paying Casti and then the fill-in for Casti of Garcia. You're going to have $20 million of Taiwan's gone too. So I know that we're going into a year where there's a lot of questions, especially when it comes to like, is there going to be a salary cap? This and that. We do have money coming off the books, which is going to be helpful. But I mean,
also the scheduling. We just played the Cubs and the Braves, and now we're in Chicago for 4 and back in Atlanta for 3.
We have 3 more with Chicago now. They're currently playing, and then we have Braves this weekend in Atlanta. So, I mean, this can get real ugly real quick if we can't put some wins together.
Yeah, I mean, we got to at least win one.
Yeah, I mean, you got to start out of both of these series.
I mean, the last time we did anything was the Colorado series, where they were like, "Hey, we won the series." Like, they were happy about that
I think they won 2 series back to back or whatever.
No, so but I mean, the Rockies one was because then we lost 2 out of 3 against the Giants.
It was Nationals and Rockies, right?
Rockies, yeah.
And then we've just gone on a downward.
But that was one of the
spiral.
last games I could get before until the Braves series, on TV, and that was so McCarthy was like, "Hey, we won a series. We won the series," and I'm like, "We only it's the Rockies.
But,
we should be winning 3 of these."
So going into the series wins, we had 3 total series losses at home last season.
And already
we have 4 already this year, and it's April 21st.
Mm-hmm.
Not even a month into the year, and we've already lost 4 series.
Yep.
So clearly, some things need to change. Brian, how do you fix the Phillies?
That is a great question, and what I would do is I would change the lineup.
So what are you doing there? Because he's had a lot of funky lineups already.
It's more. I keep Turner. I keep Harper. I move Schwarber down to 4.
Okay.
And move Harper in front of him.
Who are you putting second?
Batting 2. That's a Marsh.
Maybe if he were to, but see, that's the only thing is because
that would be right, left,
the way he
left,
keeps platooning out.
right.
Oh, it'd be 3 lefties in a row: Marsh, Harper, and Schwarber. Yeah.
But if we face a lefty, Marsh doesn't play anyway.
Yeah, right, and that's what I mean by it. Because then as soon as we face a right-handed pitcher, lefty, he changes the lineup again all over the place. Yeah.
I like Crawford 9.
Yeah.
I think it's got to be something with the lineup. I want to move Schwarber around. I don't like him.
I don't think Bohm should ever get back to 4. Should be 5th or lower the whole time.
And it's probably going to be Garcia 5.
Yeah.
Just because we're out of options.
Because they're hoping that he does some kind of power at some point. Yeah.
I mean, and then as far as pitching, I mean, honestly, you know what? I think it's time for Kevin Long to go. Like this batting,
someone has to go.
Batting has been fucking terrible and sketchy for
especially
the last
when you have
6
Mattingly,
years.
who's been a hitting Mattingly's right there.
I think he's got to be like, if you want to send a message, because it's not the manager. This fire Thompson bullshit, like I don't think
he makes the whole season though.
You don't think so? Well,
not if they're going.
Not if it keeps going like this. Yeah, there's no way.
Right.
There's just
I
no
don't
way.
think many people. I don't think Dombrowski comes back either.
No.
I think Dombrowski goes before Topper goes. Dombrowski's the one that's bringing these bums that, like, all right, we just talked about Dylan Moore.
Yeah.
That's the best you could do.
Right. Well, we were content. Remember, we were content. Yeah.
You want to bring all these guys back. You're bringing Schwarber back on a 5-year fucking deal.
Mm-hmm.
You bring JT back on 3 years only because you just missed out on Bichette, who's also playing like garbage. Yeah. So, like anything, I think Dombrowski goes. I'd rather have Topper with Mattingly as the bench coach. Kevin Long, get a new message. Instead of trying to, I don't even know what his shtick is, but it's whatever Schwarber loves of hitting bombs. Like, how about we just square up the fucking ball and hit it?
Yeah, my thing with hitting coaches sometimes is like, you look at the people that we have on our team, it's like, you think Harper and Schwarber need a guy to tell them how to hit? Like, that's my, I mean, I get, like, so that's why I'm thinking Kevin Long is not that important.
His point should be, all right, fix Stott.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not going to fix those guys. Fix these guys.
Yeah. It's like, you're like, oh, yeah, Harper's batting this because Kevin Long told him. No, Harper's like,
Harper fixes himself.
Harper's like, I know how to play baseball.
I don't know, but I think Long is a Harper guy because he was on the Nats when Harper was there.
Well, someone's got to be a casualty. It's either Kevin Long, who's your hitting coach, or it's going to be your manager and Topper. So.
And that's what I've been saying since they signed Mattingly is that someone's going to go because he could fill either side of those.
Yeah, and everybody's talking about that's what they did with Girardi and Topper got his position. I don't think Topper's the scapegoat here. He can only put the players that are available in the lineup.
And the other thing too, people say that Middleton should step in. And there's a Twitter page called Miserable Philly Fans. He made a good point. He's like, they've already sold tickets for the year for the season tickets. They're hosting the All-Star game. Like Middleton's got his money for the year. He's not going to do anything to change it until like the off season. Like the people are like, step in there and do something, Middleton. Get your fucking ring back that you want. And I'm like, he don't care.
Well, what's he going to do? Is he going to go pay somebody that's just on,
right?
Yeah.
So,
Brock,
what
how
do
you
you
fix the Phillies?
Good Lord. Well, one more thing about the All-Star thing is we might not even have an All-Star representative.
You get one.
Oh, we get
Every
one.
team gets one.
Okay, so Harper probably be their representative then. Probably.
I mean, at this point, he's the only one.
He's the only one. Yeah. How to fix him?
Maybe.
How to fix him? I mean, the lineup is a big deal. Like because Topper, I'm not saying, but he changes it entirely too much. Like, and it's just, I know it's like you could say he's trying to get something to work, but
Well,
what
you
he's
had the
doing,
same top three,
same
and
top
then
three,
you
but then
mix
after that, he's
everybody after
mixing
that.
everything
Yeah.
else. And then what he's doing is just not working. And then he doesn't seem he platoons he takes Crawford out. I would play Crawford every single day. Every single day that kid needs to play. He's good. He's good enough to play. He's 20 years old. Like there's no reason to sit that kid.
Mhm.
Garcia, I would say I'm agreeing. I would say fifth at least in the lineup. I don't think you can go much lower than that.
Do you
Like
move Schwarber? Or do you keep the top three the same?
I would say you got to put someone like not you got to put someone scary behind Harper because that way that they don't just go, oh, we can just pitch around Harper because we'll have Bohm or Garcia to face. And so you got to make sure there's security behind. Like they go,
Mhm.
oh, phew, like say whoever they put 1 and 2 gets on base and then Harper's up and then you're like, oh fuck, if we don't get him out, those Schwarber's behind him.
Yeah.
It's like shit. If
Do you think they're
Schwarber
actually scared about these guys though?
not
At
any
this point,
oh,
you
no
look at those
no, but
averages.
I'm saying in retro like,
Yeah.
in on paper, like, you look at it, a
Yeah.
pitcher's gonna think,
But
"Okay, I get through," say it was Turner and Stott, just
Mhm.
say that. Like, he goes, "Okay, I get through these 2." Like, good.
See, if Stock could ever fucking hit the ball
As
consistently,
he
he
could
makes total sense
to
1-2 with
one
Turner.
right.
But
And
he
then that
can't.
makes I know, and then that makes the entire lineup just not necessarily fall into place, but now you kind of have Harper, Schwarber, Garcia, JT, and carry it out.
Yeah.
Like Marsh all the way to Crawford. Bohm could be buried in the hole.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, and then, I mean, that's the thing too, it's like he just keeps throwing Boom out there, and I'm like, if you're gonna platoon something, like, you gotta send some kind of message to be like,
Well,
"Hey, sit your ass down," like
That's the issue that they have, right? You have Stott and Bohm that both they can't hit.
right.
So
And
who
then
are you
you
going
got
to play Sosa over? And Sosa can barely hit.
yeah, that's what I know, that's
Like
what
that's just and then Dylan Moore,
yeah, I know.
Otto Kemp. Like,
Yeah.
are they any better than those?
Well, yeah,
No.
Nato comes down, so, yeah, but it's just
Like,
that's the thing, I agree with you saying there where you said, Are they scared of these guys?" It's like, no, but,
no.
like, just looking at it on paper, like, it's like, "Oh, shit, that's a top-heavy 4." It could be, if we were
When they're
getting
hitting the ball, yes. It
yeah.
can be scary,
Like, Schwarber
especially
Schwarber got on my nerves where he was like, "It's just gonna the switch is gonna flip, ain't it?" At some point, like, he was like, "It's gonna happen at some point." I'm like, "Is it though? Like, it should be already happening." Like, it's
yeah.
just they're all just waiting for it to something to happen.
And
I'm like,
that's
"It's
what
not gonna just
seems
flip
like
a
it's the
switch."
annoying thing is they're not changing or fixing anything. They're
Yeah.
just waiting for
They're just
this
yeah. They're like, "Oh, we're so
switch
close. We're
the
right
switch
there.
to
Like,
hit.
what's gonna
Yeah.
happen?" And I'm just like, "Oh."
Yeah. It's they're just a bad ball club right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one's really playing out of their mind.
Go
They
on a
don't
run.
have anyone carrying them.
Go
The
on a run.
pitching staff.
Start tonight.
Sanchez hasn't looked great.
Yeah.
He's walked a lot.
Oh,
Lazardo.
yes. It doesn't have the same command that he had before.
And like you said, the pitch we paid so much money into just those 2.
I mean, we locked
yeah.
them up for long term,
That
so
those
theoretically,
deals
it's
make
like
sense.
they make sense, like looking at it long term. But
Yeah, but
it's just frustrating because you lock them up, and it's like Luzardo's not the same Luzardo that he had last year. And how much of
and
that
he
was
was
how
under
many
control
innings he pitched
he was under
last year?
control for 2 more years.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, for Luzardo,
But
it
it was
was
also
like
those are team friendly deals,
no,
though,
no,
like
I
money-wise,
agree,
too.
but I'm saying with Luzardo, we didn't even know we were gonna get when we got him last year,
Yeah.
and then it was like, "Holy shit, we got that."
Yeah.
So it was
Mhm.
like, "Okay, see if he does it again." Then, like, you're because he's still under control. It's not like he's gonna be, a free agent after next year. Like, if
Yeah,
he
but
did
what
it
would
this year
the
again, he would still be under control, and then you'd be like, "Alright, we'll give you some money." It's like,
yeah,
"Good
and
job for
then
being
what
for
would
2
the
years."
price
Like
be, though, if he pitched again like he did last year? It's like, so now
right, I just
you're
mean where
trying
he's still
to
under control, like, you're sitting there going like, "Yo, we're getting, like, a Cy Young numbers out of a dude we
Mhm.
pay him, like, 700K." Like, now we're paying him 30, whatever it is, million now, and it's like, "Fuck, now
Yeah.
he's doing this." It's like, "Shit." Like
Yeah. I mean, obviously, you would hope to see Sanchez get back to his Cy Young form. Lazardo be able to not have a 7 ERA.
yeah.
Nola to not have a 6 ERA. Taiwan, we know what we're going to get. We need
Yeah, we
batters
we
to
were
not.
hoping that he would be
Yeah.
a 4 ERA and just
It was
keep you
Taiwan last
in.
year, remember?
Yeah, we talked
We
about it a
we were
lot.
we were talking about
Yeah.
That was my
6-man
nickname for
rotation
him.
going like,
Exactly.
"Shit, the worst thing he is he's 5th pitcher." Like, yeah, and now we're
Now, if
like
we go to a 6-man rotation, it's gonna be, all right, we're gonna lose 3 games in a row. You'll have
yeah,
hopefully Wheeler, they can
Yeah.
break you back out of it. But,
yeah,
no, I mean, like we said it before, we have 3 more with the Cubs tonight. We have the Braves, so it's another tough stretch, and,
yeah.
it's some would say the Cubs are elite.
And then it's San Francisco right
At
home,
least
that's
one.
it's a
At least one says the Cubs are elite.
Speaking of which, let's get into
Oh,
the
yeah.
mailbag. We actually got some mailbag content.
Oh, excuse me.
Sorry, I got the Phillies game on.
There you go.
Lazardo just worked out of a bases loaded jam.
Harper had a nice little slide and catch in foul territory.
Nice. Sure, they'll
All
bitch
right.
about it.
So Tim asked what our thoughts are on the ABS this year, and if the team should have more challenges. So Brian, you go first.
So we kind of covered this last episode of the ABS initially for the first week or so, and kind of the stats that were out there. Personally, I like the 2 challenges. Because it's not like you're limited to just 2. If you get them right, you can keep challenging all the way to until I think it's till you miss 2,
Till you
right?
get 2 wrong. Yeah. Yep.
So I like that, because what I don't want is if they get more, I don't just want them challenging everything to challenge everything. It takes some strategy into it of like, one, where are you at in the game?
Right.
What moment is this? Like, is there runners on? It's like, okay, that's clear as day. That's,
and like, who are you? Are you the 8th batter? Or are you Bryce Harper? It's like
exactly. It's like I think we talked about it. Like, some guys are better than others.
Yeah, exactly. You like save the challenges for them, not for you. Yeah. Exactly.
And it's like, I don't know. It's like, if I'm a manager, maybe I give some, freedom to the players as they see fit. But, as it comes down to crunch time, certainly later in the year, of like, dude, you're 0 for like 12. Like, any pitch that comes through, you're done. No, we're not wasting ours.
You're striking out. You're striking out, bud. Yeah.
If you think it's a strike or if you think it's a ball, then
you should
either swing or don't.
Yeah.
So, but no, it's I like the 2. I like 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the most I could see them ever going is 3. I don't know the stats. I tried to pull it up quickly to see like how many times players are out of challenges on pitches that they should have challenged. I don't know the numbers, but
I'm sure there'll be like a
I
long
can't
story on
imagine
at some
like,
point in the year.
especially the first year in baseball, like they're just getting this in. They're not going to be like, oh, let's bump it up.
Yeah, I think 2 is the right number. I mean, that's how many challenges you have anyway. So it kind of goes and it coincides with that.
Yeah.
Of, they're separate things, but there's 2 challenges.
And I like it for both sides. I like it also for the pitchers and catchers being able to, like, because Marshawn had a nice one the other day when I got to see the game. He had one where he caught it at the bottom and he was, and then it was end of the inning, and I was like, I was like, this
so
is
finally hit something.
Right, but I mean, but like, I like it as a whole right now as it's going. I like how quick it is. I like that they throw it up on the jumbotron so everybody can see.
Yeah.
Instead of the umpire just going, "Nope, New York said it's a strike." Yeah, I'm like, I want to see where it's a strike. I want to see that. Like, so I like I like it overall. I liked it a lot better than I thought I would when they first. Because I thought they were gonna get rid of umpire altogether, and I'm like, oh no, they're still there. Like,
no, I mean they have to be there to call.
but I mean,
they have to be there to fuck up the call so they can challenge.
Right, but there's also still arguments going on, like players and the managers too, going like, dude, come on, get it. Like the Yankees have done it the other day when they were yelling. They were like, get it together, man. He's like, shut the fuck up.
Well, and the guy was like, if you want to challenge it.
Oh yeah, the pitch, he's like, go ahead, challenge if you want to. Like, so it's like adds another drama filled thing to it a little bit.
Yep. Yeah. So we could probably follow that, I'm sure, throughout the year. Maybe All-Star break, we can kind of get a breakdown of all the stats of just different teams and players that are good at it, players that are dog shit at it, and do all the research for their managers so they don't have to do it on their own.
Yeah, Schwarber's 4 for 6, Garcia's 1 for 2, Marchand 1 for 1, Stott 1 for 1. He finally hit on something.
There you go.
JT, Trey Turner, and Boomer 0 for 1 batting. So just
it looks like Schwarber's the main guy.
Yeah, but I mean, he's also the guy that I mean, he does take a lot of pitches.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing.
I think he understands
probably a better idea of strike zone than some of these other guys like Boomer.
I mean, his only focus is hitting. It's clearly not fielding. So
yeah, he should.
Well, like speaking of what you were saying, like I see Turner all the time kind of do like he does this little twitch like I was gonna swing at that one. I was like, yeah, you probably should have at that one, or he'll come up there and swing first pitch and flailing. And then Stott always takes a pitch every time. Yeah. He never swings at the first
and it's usually the funny thing about that is like usually the first pitch you see is probably the best one you're gonna see.
Yeah, and he's just going.
Yep.
I'm like, dude, you probably should hit that one. Harper for some reason likes the up and in near his head. I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't get it either. It's
every
like,
time he
swing at this ball,
it's like 97 mile an hour up here, and he's like, I'm like, what are you looking at there? You think that you're just gonna like
turn on it?
Launch
and even if you hit it, guess what? It's gonna be foul.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know why you like that pitch, dude. Like, you're just doing that to yourself when I see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and just to recap, so JT, he's 7 for 10 And
7 for 10?
so Marshawn is 7 for 10. JT as a catcher is 6 for 7. So JT's doing really well.
So they're actually both
Both
as
are doing
catchers
real
doing
well.
real well.
70%.
7 out of 10 is good if you're challenging.
Not if you're the catcher. You should know the strike zone. And then I'm pulling up the pitchers now to see where we're at. Luzardo's 1 for 1. Sanchez is 0 for 1. Zach Pop 0 for 1 for the Phillies. So
That's not. I think they're going to leave that up to. I think we talked about that last time too. I would leave it up to the catchers more so than the pitchers.
Yeah, I agree
because they're going to understand the zone that the umpire has all game.
Yeah,
as opposed to what the pitcher might think or might see at that time. So.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it plays out. Again, I think we all are in agreement that we like the ABS.
I like
think it's it's benefited the game.
It's quick too. It's very quick.
It alleviates all the arguments that the players have. If they want to challenge it, challenge it.
Yep.
And if your team's out of challenge, then yell at your buddy that challenged something that was bad. So I just don't see them changing how many challenges that they have,
especially this early on when it's the first year. It's maybe up in the majors,
maybe go to 3 at most, but then they also don't want the umpires to get all upset that they.
Yeah, the umpires like, what's my job? Yeah.
Well, the umpires do this.
I'm getting embarrassed in front of everybody on that. To get it right.
I do love those report cards they put out at those of the umpires.
Yeah, those the umpire scorecards.
Yep.
All right, are we going to do Kevin's mailbag or no?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Leads into tonight.
So Kevin, our elite Cubs fan listener, he said he would like us 3 to go around the horn and acknowledge that the Cubs are elite and say one nice thing about your number 1 fan. So Brian, you started off.
All right. The Cubs are elite as of April 21st. They currently aren't leading their division, but after this series with the Phillies, they very may take over that lead spot. And good old Kevin. Kevin is the most handiest man I have ever met in my life. Man, if you ever need any work done around the house, yeah, I got a guy. Just let me know. I'll hook you guys up.
Check out his episode of House Hunters.
Shout out, Kev.
Yeah. All right, Brock, what do you got about?
So the Cubs are elite when they play the Phillies so far. There you go. I'll say that. I'll admit that much of it. And one nice thing, you had a nice win against me in fantasy so far this year. You beat me 8-0. So congratulations on that.
8-0. Jeez,
damn.
Yeah, you put my ass there. I've been having some bad times.
You were close in a couple of them. Then.
Yeah.
All right. So the Cubs are elite again. What's it? A third of their games, a fourth of their games are against the Phillies.
Yeah.
So congrats.
Half their season has been against the Phillies. That's what it certainly feels like.
And then one nice thing to say about Kevin. God, it's tough. He recently got promoted into wearing a large shirt. So congrats on the big boy club, Kevin.
Ah, there you go.
Took you long enough, bud.
All right, there you go, Kev. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for always contributing, and look forward to playing golf with you later in May. All right. So speaking of fantasy, let's dive right in. Fantasy updates. So we are currently in
Week 5.
Week 5. Thank you. I am sitting in 3rd place, 7.5 games out of 1st. Cameron, you're down in 7th, 10.5 games out of 1st. And damn, Brock, you're 24.5 games out. And you're currently in last. So my matchup this week so far is not looking
so
great.
Bad. Paul Skeens had a pitch the inning of 3rd, and they had delay the other day, and it took him. And then he had inning 3rd on opening day. So I'm like, this is great. It's going so far, having the best pitcher in the league.
And only pitching a 3rd.
Yeah, I'm like, awesome, man.
So I'm currently playing hot garbage. I'm down 6-2. Close in runs. He's leading RBIs. We're only a couple days in.
I'm playing hot corner. Justin, I'm at 5-2 right now, early on, but
yep.
Danny and I are tied at 4-4. He hasn't had anyone to pitch yet. So the pitching category is just default. He's got all the hitting categories.
There you go.
We're tied in stolen bases.
So yeah, we'll keep you guys up to speed on the fantasy doings. But yeah, other than that, I think we covered everything. So we'll have some more coverage next week of what the Eagles did in the draft. Go over. Hopefully, the Sixers are still playing basketball. We will see. Again, tough sledding at this point, playing the Celtics.
Winning right now.
Winning right now, but
might move on.
They got a third quarter lead.
that never happens. Usually, well, actually, no, they usually blow their leads in the third quarter. So by the fourth quarter, they'll be losing by 8. But yeah, they're currently up against the Celtics. I think halfway through the third, or just
It's
just
like
started the
6 minutes, I
third.
think it said. Yeah.
So, and then hopefully by this time next week we are celebrating a Flyers dub, and we're waiting to see how the Hurricanes doing. Hopefully, Senators.
I say they're right there.
prolong
I say
that
they're
one.
right there going. They're probably sweeping them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yep. Other than that, yeah. Thanks everybody for joining. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.